So, how are you doing today, Brixz?
Pretty good. Pretty good. It's getting colder out there, you know. Not used to the South Dakota cold yet.
Where are you originally from?
Well, actually Omaha, but I've lived a lot of my life in Texas. So most recently, Texas.
Do you ever miss Omaha or Texas?
I love Omaha. It's my favorite place in the world, actually. Because it's like you can do anything you do in like a big city, but with less traffic.
Okay, how did you get into that cooking stuff though? Because you and Dana do stuff and it's pretty good.
Yeah, well, you know, I grew up in a Chicano Filipino American household. So in the suburbs, you know, so like one of the few things that we kind of held on to in terms of tradition was the food. And so I grew up, you know, eating things like chicken adobo, chicharron, and just the flavor was always there. So when it came down to cooking, when I started doing that back in like college, like just for my friends, it was pretty easy.
Sweet. See, funny thing is too, when I started doing a little bit of the cooking, the thing was after or right during college. That's when I started kind of. I was looking at it when, for example, like Master Chef was on when that one popular. Some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. And then the first time I saw Gordon Ramsay was on Master Chef, and then I saw a bunch of like memes that he's like always angry and cusses. I'm like, he doesn't cuss. And then I saw Hell's Kitchen. I'm like, oh. So that's how it went down. But
yeah, no, I'm very influenced by the TV chefs too. You know, Bourdain
yeah.
was a big part of my like just like general like education growing up. You know, and in terms of like Master Chef, I love that. I love doing like chop challenges.
Ooh.
Yeah, like you see the Monday meal at the food bank, right? Like that's basically chop challenge every Monday. It's like, what do we have at the food bank? What did the farmers provide us with this week? What did the grocery stores provide us with this week? You know, like Monday, that salad that you had, right?
Yeah.
That dressing was made with dehydrated raspberries that we got from a very popular coffee chain. Put it that way.
Okay.
And so what we did was we took the dehydrated raspberries, we soaked them in water, a little oil, and some vinegar, and we kind of rehydrated them, and then blended them up into the vinaigrette.
Do you have a recipe or just on your head?
Nah, I was just on the fly, and it's funny because like Chef Dana comes from a culinary school background, and me, I was roughing it in the sports bar scene,
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the way that we come to things is oftentimes very different. And I wish that people could see that tension that kind of builds up to, what they're eating at the end of the week when we're done preparing the meals and we're putting stuff on the plate for them.
Mm.
The way that kind of conflict ensues and puts together, what we're putting out, which I think is just drastically different than, a lot of what we're seeing in the American landscape right now. Like we don't get our food off the Cisco truck. We go out of our way to source things. Like when we did the ribs, rods, and barbecue, right? We did a smoke with post oak, right? As you know, it's like type of tree that only grows in Central Texas, right? There was no post oak in the area, right? But we found out that every like Ace hardware store has post oak chips essentially that you could use to smoke with. And they'd have like one or two little bags at every store. So we went to every store in the area between here and Sioux City to source post oak so we could smoke with like true Central Texas like heat.
Finding insurance sucks. Lucky for y'all, I partnered up with Farm Bureau Financial Services. Need auto insurance? They got you. Need home insurance? Why not? You can bundle up and save a little bit because right now every dollar counts. They also do life, health, farm insurance. And if you have a bit of extra cash laying around, their financial services might help you out. Give John Cole a call and see what he can do for you. And tell him I sent you there. Links are in the description. Call 605-624-3011.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I didn't know Ace Hardware sold all that stuff too.
Yeah.
What? So you guys are adapting, improvising, finding all these ways.
Oh, improvisation is everything.
That's how it is. That's what Myra said. My wife, she said, or when I asked her, I said, "Do you have like a recipe for all this stuff?" She's like, "It's all feeling." And then when I cook with feeling, it doesn't work. I put a bunch of seasoning, and it cancels out. I'm like, this isn't right, dude. But if you put me on baking, I could do that because I could just follow it.
Yeah, just regimented, following directions. Well, the improvisation thing, it's cultural too. At the end of the day, as colonized beings, right, who are displaced and moved around to like our different environments that we are put in, right? The same ingredients are never going to be there, right? So that adaptation for like, the food from home, how do you make that in the Midwest,
Mm.
How do you find a way to sort of get by so you can still have that taste of home, right? And you look at things like, like the introduction of like flour into our diets and stuff like that. When we were put on reservations, right, we were allotted flours. And it was up to us to figure out how we can make that into edible food that could sustain our lives.
Yeah. Okay. I feel it. It's probably, and it's the same when, like a while back when, when immigrants would come to America, like let's say like the Italians, they didn't have all their recipe or all their ingredients. So over there in New York and all that, they had to just find what they got and they just, blended it up and made how it works. Same thing. That's how it worked with maybe like Tex-Mex. Yeah.
Exactly. Like they don't call Taco Bell authentic Mexican food. At one point in time, it was an authentic Mexican figuring out how to get by in California, the introduction of like shredded lettuce to a taco.
Mhm.
I like a taco with shredded lettuce. I would never say that it's not Mexican. Like when you look at like the history of like migration and the history of like the times and what, what Latinos in general were put through, right? The fact that we were able to have all these variations of the food today is genius. And it is improvisation in face of the limits of our circumstance.
Ladies, looking for a salon with expertise? Go check out Wynie. Becky and her crew are amazing. They give amazing hairstyles, spa treatments, and it's not just for the women. Guys, you can go there too. Just look at the reviews and you'll see that they are loved in this community. Tell them Jose sent you there. Go check them out on Main Street in downtown Vermillion.
Yeah, true. Did you hear about that Taco Bell stuff that's been going around a few weeks?
Yeah. Apparently, this has been a legend, like 10 years in the running, at least, like decades now.
Yeah,
Vermillion is getting a Taco Bell.
Yeah, I've been hearing about it I've been here for 5 years, and I've always heard about that Taco Bell rumor. Then also, it was gonna be over there where that university gym or the wellness center is at in front. That was also a plan. But yeah, I guess the mayor and them announced, they say, hey, yeah, we're going to bring a Taco Bell. So what I do is, I like getting my stuff from the internet. I was checking Facebook and man, there's a lot of people that are happy, but also people that are upset. And they're upset because they're like, oh man, another Mexican restaurant and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, it's not really like authentic Mexican, but I do like my chalupas sometimes.
Oh, I love the chalupa. For me, it's the cheesy gordita crunch. But what's great about Taco Bell, and this is probably the only thing nice I'll say about Taco Bell, is the fact that all of their food can be veganized real fast, like based on like the menu and what they have, right? So it's like, in terms of like if you have a diverse like set of diets in a given area, like you do with say like a college town like Vermillion, right? It's good that you have a place where you can cheaply kind of get what sustains you and what protects, ultimately your values in terms of what you put in your body. With that being said, I have, no clue if anything from Taco Bell is actually good for your body.
No, that's probably not.
Nonetheless.
There's another restaurant that back then I guess people would assume it was Mexican, Chipotle.
Oh yeah.
Which
Chipotle?
Yeah, I love their have you ever tried their sofritas?
I'll
So-
be honest with you. Chipotle was basically when that came to Omaha,
Hmm?
when I was living in Omaha with my grandparents, that place was banned.
Oh, snap.
I was never allowed to go there. No, that was insulting for them. But that cheese, I mean, I do be getting the cheese and the chips with a little lime.
Okay. With the sofritas. So sofritas it's actually tofu. And I've tried it. And I guess every time, well, it's been a while since I've been at Chipotle. Before, I guess in my college days, I would go to Chipotle and I would get the sofritas. And I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. It's just tofu. I guess it's technically vegan if you don't put cheese on it either. But you could do a lot of stuff with food, and I say there's no excuse if you say, "Oh, I don't know how to cook," because nowadays you got YouTube. You can figure out at least something simple, something simple.
Yeah, you know, in America we have the diet of extreme variety, and you know, something about having so many options seems to make the decision making like function of your brain shut down sometimes. You know, you never really know what you want. And you'll hear things like, you know, I don't feel like Mexican food today. I want Italian food. Where else do you do that? You know?
Yeah.
And you know, it throws me off because it's like where I grew up, you know, food was just food.
Mm.
And you know, it's like you can't find nothing you like on the Mexican food menu. You know? Nothing. Little hamburguesa, you know?
Yeah, they got everything. They got everything. So besides the food, Brixz, what else do you do? I heard you're really into Pokemon cards.
I do. I love Pokemon cards. I back in 2024 when it was getting really popular, I saw it trending on the internet, and you know, I grew up with Pokemon, but my music on TikTok was not doing so well in terms of like promoting itself and like getting followers. So I started, you know, I'd get off from gigs at like 3 a.m. and I'd stop by the Circle K by my house in San Antonio, and I'd buy Pokemon cards there. They had Pokemon cards there. And I saw people open up Pokemon cards on TikTok. So I was like, well, I could do that. So I started opening them up on my phone, on TikTok. And yeah, I got to 1,000 followers like within the course of like a couple months, where it's like my music has been on there for like years at that point in time.
Mm.
So I was like, I'll stick with this Pokemon stuff. I rather enjoy the, you know, the support that I've been getting from people who also enjoy Pokemon. And, you know, I've blended it into my kind of music persona as well with a lot of the projects I'd be doing. And there's always a Pokemon element to anything I'm doing right now.
Yeah, I saw or I heard you playing some music at the farmer's market, and I looked back, I was like, is he playing the Pokemon, like the theme song, the TV show?
Oh, yeah.
And I was telling him, I was like, a little easier, like it. You know what's funny too? Speaking of Pokemon, so I'm actually a big Pokemon fan, and I'm so hardcore into it that I watch I follow the competitions like the VGC or Smogon, all that stuff. I know the breeding, I know the IV training, all that stuff.
Love Wolfie, man.
Wolfie, like, man, I see that. Yeah. And so I mentioned this a few times. So when I'm at the gym, what I would listen to, my playlist is all over the place, but what I listen to, I go on YouTube and I just type in Pokemon battle theme. Dude, the songs are like the themes for like when you're battling, it's just like it gets me pumping. I don't know but that's what I do. I like those. I like the songs. The music's great.
This episode is brought to you by 5 Star Barbershop. Are y'all guys looking for a place to get a haircut? I recommend 5 Star Barbershop. They're the #1 barbershop in the southeast region of South Dakota. From haircuts, beards, eyebrows, shampoo, you name it. They also offer discounts for students and athletes. I'll add their link so you can make an appointment because they get very, very busy. Now let's get back to it.
Yeah, I mean, the Pokemon lo-fi remixes are always great.
Yeah.
You know, there's not a day that goes by where like the Pokemon Center theme is not in my head. You know, when I'm like waiting for something.
Oh yeah. Dun, 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 dun. So since we're on that topic of Pokemon with the video games, which one was your favorite? Yeah. games?
Yeah, I'll say this. I'll say this proud too. I love Scarlet and Violet. But,
Ooh, on Switch.
Yep. Yep. You know, I don't care about frame rates. I don't care about, you know. I know, right? Right. You know, I enjoy a good story.
Mhm.
You know, and like, you know, the hijinks that you get into in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet story is great. You know, like from fighting giant Pokemon to you know, finding mystical herbs to make the ultimate sandwich. I mean,
Mhm.
that's awesome. The DLC storyline was probably some of the most sophisticated video game writing actually I've played in a while, in my opinion. Just the story of going to the island of Kitakame and sort of getting enveloped into the culture there, and then learning the mythos of the area. It's you know, just the story itself. I won't ruin it for anybody who hasn't played the DLC. I think you should play the DLC and yeah, find out for yourself. But
That's one with Crown Tundra? And no, there's two DLCs, right?
yeah, it was like the Indigo Disc and
Indigo Disc.
I don't remember what the first one was called.
Or was that in Sword and Shield then? One of those.
Yeah, Crown Tundra, that's Sword and Shield, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I was thinking Sword and Shield. Did you get Pokemon Legends EA?
I did.
How is it?
I haven't really gotten into it yet. I've been very busy with the food truck, as you know. But I did buy it the day it came out. And yeah, I'm excited. I'll admit, like, Legends Arceus, like, was not my jam.
Really?
Yeah. I couldn't I don't know. I don't know what it was about that one. Maybe I got onto it too late.
Mm.
But like, you know, the least popular ones, like Sword and Shield. I love Sword and Shield.
What? Oh, snap.
Yeah.
See, I didn't. Okay. So I played every Pokemon game besides Scarlet and Violet. And I think everyone's played at least the originals. But the first one that I really played was Gold and Silver. Or I had Silver with Lugia.
The best one.
Yeah, of course. And I played that. I played the originals, of course, you know, Red and Blue. I've had, I had Ruby and Sapphire and Diamond and Pearl. That's when I got more into it. I love Diamond and Pearl on DS. Black and White, I skipped it, but then I went back to it. I didn't play Black and White too, but I think when I started getting like now into it, or with the competitive stuff, is X and Y on 3DS with the Mega Evolutions. That stuff was real cool. I love the Mega Evolutions. But then Sun and Moon came out, and then they didn't add new Megas. They added the Z moves, and I was like,
yeah, those were interesting.
Yeah, I was like, it's fine. Yeah. But then when on Switch they came out with the Dynamax and Gigantamax,
yeah,
I wasn't a fan of it. I was like, I don't know, man.
I love the big old Pikachu. Come on now.
I mean,
giant Pikachu.
The designs are cool. The designs are cool. I understand the mechanics. Maybe it was for me. Maybe so. When they announced X and Y, I saw the first trailer. I was a little hesitant because, you know, the models, because before that, you know, everything's like in 2D. You got all those pixels. I like it. And then the came out with X and Y and it was 3D. And I was like, I don't know if I like how it looks, because I was a fan of the Pokemon Coliseum or Pokemon Stadium, Coliseum Battle Revolution.
Yeah.
Like the anime, that stuff was really, really cool. And I was like, man, if they keep the 3D models, are they going to like remove that? And I haven't had they haven't made one, but then Switch came out. But the animation, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I am one of those graphics people. I'm like, I don't know. The animation just kind of threw me off. But I heard good things about Scarlet and Violet. And I play the mechanics because I play on Pokemon Showdown. So I love the terrestrialization.
Yeah.
I actually like that a lot.
Yeah.
That one's cool.
Being able to switch up the type of your Pokemon on the, I mean, like that's really cool.
Yeah. Did you see the new Megas for ZA?
I did. But more importantly, did you see that Mew is now competition legal in Scarlet and Violet?
Are all mythicals or just Mew?
Mew. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Hey, you can play with Mew now.
Okay.
Yeah,
But can you
competitively.
But can you play with like, Arceus and all them?
I don't know. That's just what I saw on TikTok today.
Oh snap! I need to follow. I need to check on that.
Yeah.
I wonder if Wolf made anything. I don't know. See, I get geeky about this stuff.
Yeah, no, but apparently, like you essentially just use Mew to just shut down a Pokemon, your opponent's Pokemon.
Okay.
Because like basically you can do any move, right, with transform.
Yeah.
Right. And then I don't remember what the name of the move is, but essentially the move you do before that, it's like your Pokemon cannot use any of the same moves that Mew can use.
I'm trying to think. I know there's a move taunt, but taunt will just block you from using what do you call those type of moves? Like you can't use sword, like to buff you up.
Yeah.
Those buffs. You can't. I know you can't use that. I need to go check it now.
Yeah, basically it's just like, it's it's gonna change the meta.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
So with the Pokemon cards, do you also play the TGC game or the card game? Yeah, TGC.
Not enough. None of my friends really play the game anymore, so I'm resigned to just liking the art at this point in time. So I brought this box so we could do a pack battle.
Sure, I'm down.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, let's open that up.
This is a Korean Future Flash. So it's based on like the Paradox Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet.
Okay, yeah, the Paradox are really cool.
Yeah, the future variants of them. Which that whole concept was really cool too. Just kind of thinking about the evolution of Pokemon over time. So
I do like the past Paradox ones too. They're all cool. Nowadays they're all
we'll
cool.
grab two.
All right.
You know how to open these foreign packs?
Let me see.
So there's like a slit right here.
Okay.
And then you can just kind of just assertively just like rip it down.
All right.
And you don't gotta worry about the condition of the cards. They're Korean, so they're pretty much like worthless on the market. So
So do you also collect them though?
oh yeah.
What's your like most valuable one that you have? Or the one that you're like, I love this one.
Yeah, I have the Paradox Rip Magic card. It's just like it's a very I should have brought it. It's just it's made by, it's drawn by like Shinji Khan, I think.
Uh-huh.
Or something like that. I don't know the name. But very renowned Pokemon artist. I got nothing on this first one.
Oh, but you got a Miraidon.
Yeah, I got a Hollow Miraidon.
Uh-huh.
You know? So
I got what do I got? I got Electivire. I forgot his name. I got Beldum. What's his name? It's the electric one. He's also one of those mythicals.
Oh, Zorua?
Yeah, because he had a movie. And
you got Grandpa.
Yeah, and he has a Mega also.
I love Grandpa.
Yeah.
I say you won that bad. You won that one.
All right. Next one.
Oh, yeah. A little ASMR for the podcast.
Let's open these up. So which ones are like the most valuable ones? So you say Korean is not.
Yeah, well, it was starting to get a lot of hype, but then the simplified Chinese really started going hard in terms of like their like original, like exclusive like cards. And so Korean cards are really cheap because you can get like a booster box for like, 30 something bucks maybe. I got Slugma, Bramblin, Giraffe, the giraffe one. One of them. Giraffe ring.
Giraffe ring? Or Farigiraf? No, Farigiraf is one of those. It's like backwards.
One of them future Donphan looking ones or whatever.
Oh yeah. Iron.
Yeah.
Something.
Iron Boulder or something like that.
All right, so I got Medicham, Scyther, Electivire, Metagross. I like Metagross. And what's his name? And he also has a Mega. Now Drillbur is the first evolution.
Oh.
Exadrill.
Exadrill. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at that.
So this is what you do. Like you just open them up and put them on TikTok. It's
Yeah.
actually kind of cool. I like
It's
that.
pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Especially because then you get to the selling side of things. I sell on TikTok too, a little bit. It's like it's fun. It's a fun way to stay involved in the community in a different way. And like the drama of like selling on TikTok and like the scalper drama is always funny because it's like I don't know. It's like where do you draw the line at scalper? You know what I'm saying? My opinion, personal opinion, is different people are at different stages of collecting in terms of the hobby, right? And at the early stages, sometimes you want different things, like you want more variety, or you just want to feel the rush of like getting packs open, like. So I see why rip and shippers have gotten their notoriety in terms of like the market of like cards.
Yeah.
I mean in terms of like who's to blame for like where the cards are at, right now, it's they say, is it the influencers? Is it the scalpers? It's definitely the distributors, right? Mm-hmm. Who's distributing cards and all that, and if there was just a better distribution system, and if the distributors themselves were not encouraged to make money on the secondary market of the thing that they are distributing, I think we'd be in a lot better place in terms of the hobby.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's just, and it's the same. It's probably also the same with video games. So I collect old systems. I go retro. I have a whole collection, and there's people that will, buy something and say that's rare, and then they mark it up, and then it's just no fun. And I don't know. It's just I don't know. I'm trying to think if I'm trying to use the right words. With I had a friend. His name's Nick. He said that he also collected games. And when the Wii U came out, because when the original Wii came out, that thing sold.
Oh yes, the Wii. Yeah, great system.
Yeah, Wii U came out, and he bought. I don't know how many he bought, but he bought some so he could sell them because he's like, oh yeah, the Wii. People were paying like $600 for that. Let me do it with this. But Wii U didn't sell that well, so I don't know.
Yeah, nobody cared about the Wii U.
but I do like the Wii U, like their games. One thing, so since you're mentioning about this is what you do, one thing I'm planning on doing, it's probably lame, but it's because I like video games. Because sometimes I'll stream. It feels just like stream some video games. But what I like, have you ever heard of the game Rhythm Heaven? So Rhythm Heaven is a Nintendo game. It's on DS, and they're gonna have one on Switch. They announced, but it's a rhythm game. It's a rhythm game. It's music. It's really fun. It's one of those. It's Nintendo, but it has that weird Japanese style. Like it's so Japanese, but it's all about music, and you got to get a rhythm. Look it up. It's fun. But what I want to do is I'm trying to figure out the setup. Because the game you could play it technically, or I found out, but probably not. You could play it blindfolded. You usually have to look at the screen to see what's going on, but if you follow the rhythm, it's one of the, I like doing that stuff. Like
that's dope.
Yeah, and I've seen people play other games blindfolded, like they do a speed run like that. So I don't know. I'm trying to see what I could do in my free time. Besides also making some of those, I've been doing a little of those cooking videos with Myra, like the little shorts or whatever popping up.
Oh yeah.
So that stuff's actually fun, and I'll put my own. I have to make 2 versions. I sent one to Dana. We did one with the tamales pozole or whatever, and I don't know. I throw some comedy in there and make it just kind of fun.
Yeah.
But Myra likes a more professional style, like
more aesthetic.
There you go. So I gotta make 2 versions, but that stuff is fun. And then I'm trying to see we're doing like every Saturday, so I just need to upload them. There's a flour tortillas that we made, carnitas, and she made something else, and I gotta make some conchas. So we try to figure that out, and that's why I also got I got a new phone, kind of new, because my old phone broke. It was a Galaxy S10 Plus. I had that for 7 years, and now yesterday I just got it. It's a Google Pixel 6. But most of the recordings been doing like I've been using the iPhone for this or the iPhone for the cooking or Myra's phone. She got the Moto. So yeah. Are you Android or Apple? Or
Oh, I'm Team Apple all the way.
all the way?
Yeah. I like the simplicity of the Apple ecosystem. It started, back in high school when it came down to like, I've been recording music for my whole life. And it's like, if I wanted to do something as simple as like, like change the format of an audio file, the fact that I could just right click it and then change it on the spot to WAV, from WAV to like MP3 or whatever the Apple version of it is. I liked that, whereas with the Windows computer, I had to like open it up an auxiliary program and then like have the program convert it and then like drag it over. I don't know. I like it's like once you're like biology has like locked into the Apple ecosystem.
Yep.
It becomes so much easier.
Yeah. No, it's cool. Because some people ask me, after my phone broke, they're like, hey, now you could get an Apple or an iPhone. But I'm like, well, I use an iPhone for recording. I have an iPad. I have an Android phone that I mostly use. And I have a PC. For me, use whatever you like. It's fine. There's pros and cons.
Totally.
I think the iPhones are the hardware and everything. The system is like amazing. I like Android because you could do more. It's more flexible, more free.
Versatility.
There you go. And mostly I think I got it before Android because I could put emulators, but now you can put emulators on iPhone.
Well, yeah, but Android is great, especially if you're a developer, right? Like being able to like launch into developer mode right away, just with any phone is great. Apple, not to get into politics here,
cool.
but the lack of versatility, and like their like intentional like IP scams, are very frustrating. Like maybe I should be able to take my battery out of my iPhone if I wanted to,
Yeah, or
add an SD card,
or not buy like a special screw because it's proprietary, or make it super difficult for repair. Or I don't know, there was one guy, I forgot his name on YouTube, but it was a while back. He would repair phones, and I think he uploaded like a way to, just repair your iPhone. And I think Apple tried to sue him, saying that it was like infringement or whatever, but I think he won the case. So
yeah,
stuff like that. And also, who reminds me of Apple sometimes? Nintendo.
Oh, absolutely.
Nintendo is just like recent with right before Pokemon Legends Z8 came out, because it came out last week on the 16th or Thursday. There was a bunch of leaks and this and that. And also not just leaks of the game. There were some leaks about the drama in the studio, on the Pokemon studio. If people want to look, the Twitter account is called Centro Leaks. But it got so bad that Nintendo contacted them. And those Nintendo ninjas, man, like they'll go after you on anything.
Oh, yeah. You'll end up missing.
Yeah. You mess with their IP, oh man, they'll go hard on y'all. So, but sometimes they're frustrating. Like back in the day, Brixz, were you I'll take Nintendo out. Were you a PlayStation or an Xbox guy when you were younger?
First Xbox, yes, over PS2.
Okay.
Then I'd say PS3 over 360. Now I'm an Xbox because it was cheap at the time, but now it's expensive. So
yeah, they rose the prices up.
Yeah, but basically, what moved me to an Xbox person was when they acquired Bethesda. I love Elder Scrolls. Yeah. So whichever console's gonna have Elder Scrolls first, that's the one I'm on.
See, when I was younger, I was just all Nintendo, and then I think when I was a freshman in high school, my friends were convincing me, and they're like, hey, Xbox, get like an Xbox 360. So I got an Xbox 360. oh snap! I was playing Halo, and then online, I was like,
Halo 3?
yeah. And I was like,
Uh.
whoa. And then Gears of War 2, I played. I was like, whoa, this stuff is. And then something what caught my eye was GTA 4.
Oh, yeah.
Because I played San Andreas on a PC and also on PlayStation 2. And then when GTA 4 came out, I remember my cousin, they had like a little projector and they were playing it. And I was like, whoa, why does it look like that? They're like, the graphics. I'm like, that looks real. Well, back then I thought it looked real.
Yeah.
So I had a 360 and Call of Duty, not 4, Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then Black Ops, the original
yeah.
Black. Oh man, that stuff was insane. I was all on that. And then PS4, or it was which generation is it? Generations, whatever. 6, 7, whatever. 6, 7. Xbox One came out, PS4, and all that stuff started happening, and with the DMR and all that stuff. But then I got a PS4, and that's when I found out the exclusives. I was like, ooh, God of War, Spider-Man.
Ooh.
So, and then later on, I also found out, became PC. I'm like, man, everyone's winning. You could pick whatever you want now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, of course, when you're younger, you're like, oh, I only pick this or this one.
Well,
that.
because it's like back then, it's like you had to coordinate with your friends which console you would get.
Yeah.
You know, so you could play games together. It's nice nowadays that you can kind of squash the whole console beef between colleagues.
Yeah. Now some of the games are cross-platform, so everyone wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nowadays, I can't. I don't know if I'll. Do you have a Xbox like Series S or X?
Yeah, I got the Series X, yeah.
Is it? Have you ever jumped on, or how come you won't jump on the PS5 or PC yet?
Well, because like when I got it, right, I got it specifically so I could play. I got it the day that College Football 24 came out.
Oh.
And I went onto Facebook Marketplace and I was like, whichever one I can get the cheapest, I'm gonna get. So I got the Series X from somebody for $250.
Nice.
Off like the south side of San Antonio. Yeah. But I don't know. It was a good time.
Sweet.
I love San Antonio, by the way.
I've been to San Antonio. I haven't been to Austin. San Antonio, of course, like, you go to the Riverwalk, and first time I went to SeaWorld, that was the first time I saw killer whales, and I didn't know how big they were.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah,
big.
that's just the tip of the iceberg, though. I mean, like, forget SeaWorld for a minute. Like, just like the history of like the west side of San Antonio and the south side of San Antonio, and like, just like the vibrancy of like culture and like, how that city has developed over the years, being a majority city in the heart of Texas, right? Like the music scene there is so like low key amazing, because you have the history of like Tejano music coming out of the Texas Hill Country, right? But then also you got your rockers out there, and then like even the hip hop scene is going great. Like, you remember SPM, South Park Mexican? Yeah, South Park, San Antonio. You would never expect it, but you see legends out there. Like, I got to play shows with like Sonny Osuna, who was like almost like a classical like Chicano like doo-wop artist. He was on like American Bandstand and all that. I don't know, I might not be classifying it right, and they'll have to forgive me out there, but that's one of the greatest shows I ever played, was opening up for Sonny Osuna with the band Vision Echoes, a Chicano psychedelic band.
See, Texas has a bunch of. It's booming right now. Texas is booming right now. There was another. Do you remember what type of music was it? No, not shuffle music. It was. Man, I forgot. His name was DJ.
Oh, what, DJ Screw?
DJ. He wore like a Chucky mask.
Oh,
DJ.
I wouldn't know.
Man, I don't know his name. Dang, I forgot his name. And there was also another one named not a DJ, but an artist. His name was Louis Volt. Man, there's a bunch of stuff. And also they announced, I think today I saw it. There's gonna be like a little documentary of Selena.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They've already had like shows, but it's a documentary, and I guess they're using footage, unreleased footage. And her music's good too.
Her music is great.
Yeah. Cumbia's amazing.
Oh, cumbia, yeah.
They got, it's just, I don't know. It's just her, she died too young.
Yeah. Especially right after crossing over into the mainstream charts too.
Yeah. It lasted for a little bit. She was just hitting it right there. And then boom, she got shot.
Yeah.
By a fan, or not her fan.
It'd be your own people at the end of the day.
I know, right? Yeah.
You know, she just got denied parole last year.
Oh, yeah, because she's out. Oh, no, is she out?
No, she's not out. She got denied parole.
She got denied?
Yeah, for her own safety, probably.
I think you're right. Because people are still angry about it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When did that happen? That happened in 95, I think. March of 95.
Yeah.
So 30 years. Yeah, because I'm 30.
You know, we're the ones that were, born in the, the wake of Selena, If you talk about like talent, like coming up, like out of like, the Latin scene, we're just the next generation from that. Mm-hmm. And so everything that we do is in the wake of Selena.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's something I think about, like just in terms of like honoring the dead, and honoring what came before us.
For the past few years, Spanish music has been popping up. It's been getting popular. You got
absolutely.
Peso Pluma, Bad Bunny. You got Karol G, Romeo Santos. You got all this.
That Mexican OT.
There you go.
I think it started with Despacito. Everyone was doing that one.
Yeah. And then right now, man, there's a lot of stuff going on with that Super Bowl thing too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. They're mad.
Yeah.
Be mad.
I had a coworker. She told me, she said, "Hey, you know what you should do? You should offer some Spanish classes right now in Vermillion, so they could prep up for that Super Bowl."
Yeah. Have you seen the Happy Gilmore too?
Not yet. I saw a bit. I saw some clips.
Oh, he's hilarious in that. He kind of steals the show in the movie. I'm not gonna lie.
So you said you saw the whole thing, right?
Oh yeah.
So in the beginning, his wife, like he kills his wife on accident. So she's only in there for just a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh man. But how was the movie?
Flashbacks.
Okay. But how's the movie?
It was good.
Okay.
It was good. It was probably the best thing Adam Sandler's put out in a long time.
Do you know that movie, Click?
Oh, love Click.
Yeah, that movie. So I remember I wanted my parents to watch. I remember I was still a kid. That movie is actually like really good. It's kind of sad too. Because there's like at the end, like, Adam Sandler, or his dad already died, and then he's about to die, and this and that. I mean, I think that was the first time I cried in a movie. And I was a little kid, and I was like, oh. And they're like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I don't want Dad to die." I'm sorry.
It was a touching moment.
Yeah, but that was a good movie.
Yeah, I love that Samwise Gamgee was like the other guy in the movie. The wife ends up marrying.
There's oh yeah, he did that. This you've seen Grown Ups, right?
Oh, of course.
Have you seen Grown Ups 2?
Yes.
I haven't seen that one. Is it good? Is it not? Or I heard mixed stuff.
It might be better than the first.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Something funny about Adam Sandler is he's a very good basketball guy. He's very good at basketball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's always down to hoop.
Yeah.
See him in the gym shorts and
yeah, he's comfy. That's how he is. He went to was it this year was it the Oscars or something? And then I think they did like a little skit and they were just making fun of his, because he came in same thing like how he always does. And they asked him, "Why are you doing that?" He's like, "Well, I'm comfy like this."
He's Adam Sandler. He's rich enough it don't matter.
True. Are you gonna watch Avatar 3? Avatar 3? Have you seen the Avatar movies?
Yeah. They're visually really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole like Pocahontas narrative is kind of played out for me. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what they said about that first one. They said it's actually kind of like just Dances with Wolves.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, anything you're doing for Halloween or October?
Just purging. No, I'm just kidding. No, actually, I'm at the Cottonwood in Yankton on November 1st for their Halloween party, playing music.
Nice.
And then we have the truck out at USD for the games for the next this weekend and next weekend, I think.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So is it always like, is it nonstop work with y'all?
I mean, we've been putting in that work, trying to get a business off the ground when ain't one of us ever really ran a business before. It's like I imagine the you seen the Super Mario Brothers movie, the newest one?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like that.
Oh,
Sometimes it feels
beginning?
like the Super Mario Brothers. It's like something between Super Mario Brothers and Breaking Bad, because Dana he was my high school English teacher.
Oh, yeah.
So we're in the truck cooking.
But you guys are just cooking food, right? That's it?
Yeah, just food. For legal reasons, that was a joke.
Yeah, you guys aren't gonna go out to the reservations around here to.
Yeah, no.
Breaking Bad's a pretty good show.
Oh, great show.
Yeah, that one's really good. Yeah.
Actually, I've been in proximity of Saul Goodman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's I was a high school debate coach, and his child was kind of debating around the same time I was coaching, and so Bob Odenkirk would just be at tournaments every once in a while.
What?
Just like a regular parent,
Yeah.
just like there making sure his kids got water bottle,
Uh-huh.
judging some debates.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, just be there in the judge's lounge eating cookies and some lasagna made by somebody's mom,
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
See, oh man, crazy. Have you seen Better Call Saul though? Also?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Which one did you like better, Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad?
Oh,
I like both. It's just they're kind of different.
Yeah, they're very different shows. We're very different shows. In a lot of ways, I would say Better Call Saul, because it kind of shows what we're willing to let ourselves get away with, and then how that affects other people. Which obviously Breaking Bad was about that. But like Better Call Saul is like really shows like how like the order of operations worked in terms of like what we put into motion ourselves. And the finale of Better Call Saul was very awakening in terms of like just character development and what people are willing to, or what people have to go through in terms of like the transformation of becoming their fullest selves, whether that be for better or for worse.
Okay. Yeah. Saul is, I guess, the character, he's a great character. I think it's very hard to like hate on him in Better Call Saul. Well, even in Breaking Bad, he's just a fun character. I've seen Breaking Bad so many times. Every year we'll probably watch it like twice or three times because Myra loves it too. When I first saw it, I misinterpreted Walter White. I thought he was the good guy throughout the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like, well, he's doing it for his family. I would do the same. Well, not exactly like the same thing, but then after rewatching it, you kind of see like a little bit of that. Well, actually, not a little bit. You see some of that evil stuff. Is he completely evil? Not through my eyes. He does a lot. He does do evil stuff, or let's say bad stuff. But Jesse is a tragic character.
Oh, tragic character.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like you look at it and it's like, it is easy to be sympathetic, especially like you look at like the realities of it, like, like Colombia, right? Who was the big drug lord from Colombia?
Pablo Escobar. That's right.
People in Colombia now will even say, that life was better under Pablo Escobar. Their own devil in their life. You heard the saying, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so, if you look at like throughout all of history, all of our idols, right? The people that make statues of, right? What it took for them to get there, you know? Like, I would never idolize Walter White in the same way that I would not idolize Thomas Jefferson, you know, the author of freedom in America, right? Nonetheless, you know, the slave owner, you know, and Breaking Bad is a great experience, especially like you said, going through the process of rewatching it and learning about yourself and the way that you look at people, right? And what you are willing to, you know, forego thinking about for the sake of aggrandizing someone. And that's why Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul are the best shows of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it is that reflexive moment. It's almost like not even like breaking the fourth wall. It's like the interpreter is at question at all times during the show. You know, you look at some of the most sympathetic characters in the movie besides, you know, Walt and Jesse, right? Like, you know, Mike, right? Probably one of the characters you want to sympathize with most, you know. But at the end of the day, his job was being a dirty cop. And then his job ended up, you know, harming other people who also have families, people who live for the same things that he lived for. And he was never able to reconcile with himself over that fact. And I think that, you know, that's not something that they probably intended to come out in the writing, right? But nonetheless, it came out based on, you know, the way that we experienced those characters.
That's deep. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, even with Mike Ehrmantraut. Yeah, well, I sympathize with him. But yeah, he was working for Gus. He probably killed a bunch of other people. And he's working, you know, distributing all that stuff. But you do sympathize a bit too. And then one of the characters that's actually really hated is Walter's wife, Skylar.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, my wife, she says she sympathized with him because, you know, as a mom and a wife, you know, she's actually trying to protect her family, do the right thing. And then after rewatching, I'm like, okay, now I understand. Because in the beginning, I hated her so much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then also with Hank. Hank's actually, I like Hank too. I like Hank. He's trying to do the right thing too. And this and that.
Yeah, he had the most innate sense of justice in the entire show.
Yeah.
Right? But he's also a racist scumbag too. Which again, you know, those things, like, it's like
no one's perfect.
It's like the Chex Mix of life, you know, like which pieces are you going to pick out of the bowl?
Yeah.
And which pieces are you going to leave for everyone else though? You know, because, you know, not everybody needs to be left with the, you know, the Chex itself, you know what I'm saying? You want to leave a couple pretzels in there for somebody, you know, to find too.
Yeah. Are you familiar with God of War, Kratos?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Have you played the newer ones or heard about it?
Yeah, I really like the one with his Kratos and son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one recently, these past, I'm gonna say few weeks. What I like doing, I like watching analysis on video games. Like how people do analysis on movies, I like it on video games. And Kratos, with the new God of War, man, this stuff is just so good because if people don't know, you know, Kratos from like PS2, PS3, you know, he's the ghost of Sparta. He's there killing. He's a badass, killing gods and whatever. He's not a hero. He's more like an anti-hero type of guy. But then with this new one, you know, if you pay attention, and actually you kind of do because the story is great, you see him and he's like, he's actually kind of traumatized with all the stuff. He's trying to do better with his son. But then you see he's actually trying, but he can't because, you know, he got this anger because he doesn't know because am I just a killer or this and that because he killed so many people and gods. He doesn't even trust any of the new gods because all his life he's known that all gods are bad and this and that. But you see all this change, especially in that second game. There's a prophecy saying that he's going to die in his son's arms. So he kind of accepts it. But then later on, the prophecy kind of changes and you're like, why? Because there's also these like three little, I don't know, Norse god women that are saying that, you know, that there is no prophecy or destiny, but your character is very predictable. But he changes. That's where he changes, and that's why he doesn't die, and then he's all good. But it shows all the tragic stuff, but it changes you.
Oh.
That game's deep. Especially, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been dabbling over the question of legacy and prophecy for all of time. What are our fates, right? What is it about where we were positioned in the world or society that makes life the way that it is? And to see that story being retold from that perspective, especially crossing over, from like the Greeks to the Norse, kind of drawing those connections to the overall story that we've heard time and time again. I mean, it's the greatest story ever told.
Yeah. And history always repeats. I find it fascinating. Like in every, almost every culture, there's either like a story of a god or gods, or, people trying to do the right thing, or the underdogs. In almost every culture, you always see that. Or, something with an empire with corruption, and then the small people take them down. In every culture, it's like, it always repeats. It's never ending. Which it could be a little bit scary, because you're like, will it ever end? Is it always a never ending cycle? But I don't know, universe. And Brixz, I'm gonna go a little more deep on this. So lately I was wondering, you ever heard about we're living in a simulation, this and that?
Mm-hmm.
I always wondered, have you seen the movie, or do you know about the movie called Interstellar?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that movie, they're talking about, I think, the fourth dimension or fifth, whatever dimension outside of time. And I always wondered, is life just like that? But also, is it like a video game? Let's say God or whoever you believe, if there's a higher power, he's the developer. You're in this world, and he could I guess he could interact with you like a developer. They could change stuff, code or whatever. Can you interact with him? I don't know. Is it difficult? Is there free will? Because you're thinking, I could do this, or is it already programmed? Like in the video game Animal Crossing, do those characters know that we're controlling them? So if there is a God, is he controlling us? Is it already planned out? I don't know. I just went a little too much on that stuff.
Yeah, well, the whole matter when observed behaves differently when unobserved.
Yeah.
So it's like, there are times where, I can't cope with my anxiety, and I feel outside of myself. Like I'm watching myself play a role for myself to view. And, when it comes to simulation and all that, I think about it like, what about the moment in time in which the possibility arises where the simulation can, become bigger or more real than the real thing itself? You think about it in terms of like AI right now.
True.
Right? And the ability for something that we simulated to shape our reality and the way that we perceive reality. Right? So is it also inevitable then that, the God becomes surpassed by its own creation? Back to Kratos.
Yeah.
Are we to be, demolished by our own desires, our own prophecies, our own simulations? Right? Because, if there is somebody up there running things, right? Pulling strings, pressing buttons, when you press a button or you code something, it doesn't always react the way that you expect it to. Right? There is no sense of there has to be a sense of troubleshooting if something goes differently, right?
Mm.
Like you could put computer parts together and then sometimes they're not working for whatever reason, right? Or you can input something that you've been inputting for the same time for years, right? And it does something differently random all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
So like when it comes to the simulation theories, I also, spent some time thinking about that. Had some, scary 3 a.m. YouTube deep dives, looking over my shoulder.
There you go.
Trying to fall asleep after that, wonder if someone's going to come get me because I'm on to something.
Especially now with it's like, I call that spooky season, Halloween, October.
Oh yeah, very spoopy.
Yeah. You got creepy pastas. You got, man, have you ever tackled the VR stuff?
Oh, I have not. But I've always wanted to.
So one day I'll invite you. So, Resident Evil, right?
Oh yeah.
If you play, you need to play Resident Evil, I think it's called 7. Resident Evil 7 in VR. It's one of the most scariest things. And I like scary movies, scary games. I could dabble into, but in VR, it is scary because, you're watching on your TV. Okay, it's flat, It can scare you, of course, but it's kind of fake. But once you put those goggles on, it's not like a fake 3D. It's like the VR it's real or simulation, but it like you could almost touch the stuff. And when you're in this scary environment, you're in another world and their world, and I'm telling you, it's so scary. I've cried.
The thought of that freaks me out.
It is scary, but it's so fun too.
Because like you're living in two simultaneous worlds at the same time. And it's like when my eyes are covered and my ears are covered, what's going on out there around me?
Yeah.
Like I'll never listen to my headphones in my apartment alone for that very reason.
Yeah. But with this VR stuff, especially in that Resident Evil, like, you close your eyes, but you forget also the headsets right there. It's just,
ooh.
And then like you're trying to, like if you play a game or watch a movie, you move and, you're not looking at the screen. But when the VR, it doesn't matter where you move. Once you open your eye, you're still in the world. And there was a part in, it's not really a sport because it's in the beginning if you ever play it. But so you're trying to find your girlfriend. You're in this house. It looks like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Scary is, freaky family.
Yeah.
You go upstairs into like the attic, and then you're heading down. You're about to head downstairs, so the door opens, and then it flickers. And then you see, which is your girlfriend that you're trying to save. She's crawling, and then lights flicker. It turns off, and she like attacks. It is. I wonder if I still have that video of me reacting. It's scary. That stuff is freaky.
That's wild.
Yeah, but I think we're about to cross that realm. So it's a video game. It's getting real, but AI is interacting with us. Are they interacting through us from their world? I don't know.
Well, here's a question, right? So can we have a character in a video game create a video game?
Not yet, have we? I don't know. Why not?
People have done that kind of in like Minecraft and all that.
And Fortnite too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're in a video game and you're making a video game in the video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It seems plausible at that point in time for me.
Once they start putting like more of the AI into like NPCs in video games, because right now like in an NPC it just does what it's programmed. But they start implementing AI where it kind of adapts to it. I think it'll start being aware, be like, hey, I could do this, and maybe if it's, I don't know, if we question, hey, are we outside or whatever the universe, or can we interact? Maybe they'll interact and be like, hey, is there someone out there? And maybe we have that power to communicate, or maybe not. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
So
that's wild. It's going to be Ready Player One here real soon too, because our economies are being tied into video games more and more.
It is trippy, and dang, man, video games are expensive too. Man, it's like $70, $80. You got the Xbox, they're raising up their prices, PlayStation and all. This is the first time I ever hear. Usually consoles, they drop in price. This is the first time where it goes up in price. So
yeah. Well, no, I mean like the more like functions that are being put into video games, like I think like it might even get to the point where a video game or a series of video games will become like as much a part of everyday life as like the car has become, or like the cell phone. Right? It used to be you didn't need a cell phone, right?
You got it ever.
Yeah, it used to be you didn't need a car. Now if you don't got a car, especially around here in the Midwest, you're out of luck.
Yeah. So what's next? Oh,
especially like when we start, relating, like you think of like Bitcoin mining, right? You can make video games where the process of playing the video game is Bitcoin mining for someone else or something like that. Who knows? People are already clocking into work to play video games.
Yeah. But it might be like how you're saying that, like Ready Player One, or if people remember Spy Kids 3D, maybe we're going to, be in a world. Well, it's kind of happening with like online and stuff.
Yeah, like the Tesla bots, where they have the people sitting in a place and controlling the Tesla bots.
Yeah.
Or like when Amazon did their free grocery store, right? You seen that? Oh, they did this like you walk in and then whatever you take out, it like accounts for it and it sees it and it charges you automatically to your account.
Okay, I know which one.
And it was like supposedly AI powered, but then it turns out it was like a bunch of people like overseas that were just like literally monitoring every step. Like a lot of the like automated functions of the internet right now are actually less automated than we think. Like there are people physically like pulling files from one place to the next in real time. And so, the more that the economy gets centered towards that, we don't really see it as like the beneficiaries of that technology right now. Right. But at some point in time, we might not become the beneficiaries no more. Right. The more it becomes a part of regular life, the regular economy.
Yeah. We might like that stuff, like doing stuff like kind of remotely. It might be in the future, like with, for example, maybe construction. Maybe someone will be handling it, or you might get to that point with like dentists or doctor surgeries. Maybe they'll have like, for example, there's a room where they do surgery. Your doctor will connect and he'll do it for you, blah, 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 and boom. Instead of stuff. Man, imagine what if we took, and I was thinking about this over the weekend because that's how my mind rolls. I was thinking, what if you took someone, let's say from like the Roman Empire, boom, just right here, and he was looking and he saw, for example, the lights. He'd be like, whoa, how'd you guys get those candles or torches? How are they still on? Or if he's looking at a phone, he's like, whoa, how is this like tablet? It's changing images. Like what's going on? Or taking a picture, like the painting's moving. Like imagine.
Well, more than that, the smell of the room would be an insane sensation. The air that they would breathe would be a completely different sensation.
The food.
Yeah. Like you go back in time, give a gladiator a McDonald's Sprite, they're probably dying.
The burning. What's going on?
The cold.
All that stuff. Or imagine if they saw like the cars. They're like, man, the chariots. Where's the horses? It goes fast.
Yeah, now the horse is riding the back of the buggy.
There you go. So imagine, man, that's why I'm excited about the future. Like and tech is, man, all this tech is advancing. Like, I'm going to say like 50 years, we didn't even have like phone. We actually, like 30, not even 30 years, like smartphones. iPhone came out in 2006 or 7. And look how now all this stuff it's insane.
Yeah, the processing power. They're using the iPhones to shoot movies now. I mean.
Yeah, they shot 300 with all iPhone. What was it, 300? No, it's that new movie.
Yeah, 28 years later.
Yeah. They shot that one with just iPhones, I think. Yeah. What did it?
Yeah, well, basically you're using the iPhones as computers more so than like the like lenses and all that. Like you're using auxiliary like lens equipment and all that. And the iPhones are just simultaneously taking in that data at the same time. Right? It's kind of like the PlayStation supercomputers. Remember these PlayStation 2s?
Yeah, and they put them all together?
Yeah.
I think they were, was it like a Middle East country doing that? Or was it Japan? Someone was doing that.
MIT University was doing that.
Was MIT?
Yeah. Anybody who needed a cheap supercomputer made, you just link a bunch of PlayStation 2s together. Wild.
Crazy times. But, oh, snap. We're at an hour and 9 minutes. I need to cut it before because I got to go back to work.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
any last thing, shout outs or anything you want to give out, Brixz?
Yeah, obviously come check out the Duck and Cat food truck wherever we're at the time. You know, you could probably see me around town playing the piano for as long as that's out. Come say hi. Yeah, I mean, you can follow me at Village Packs wherever you get your social media, Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. Village Packs spelled like the regular way. Yeah. That's it for me.
All right, cool. I'll put all the links in the description. But yeah, I want to thank you so much, Brixz.
Thank you.